We are gearing up for a big weekend of hockey and that's not good. 3, 2, 1. We are gearing up for a big weekend of River Dragons hockey. It is the FPHL Continental Division Finals, the River Dragons and the Carolina Thunderbirds. I'm joined now by the captain of the Dragons, Mr. Josh Pietrantonio. Josh, thanks for coming by. What's the mood like with the team right now? I know you guys are fired up here. Big series ahead.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I mean, having that sweep coming out of the series against Motor City, everyone's excited. We're in a good spot. I think things have finally started to click for us this year. There was a little bit of ups and downs this year, and we're finally starting to turn it in the right direction. So I think everybody's excited and we're ready, and everything seems to be clicking at the right time for us on the ice. So that's good heading through the stretch of playoffs here.
And a big series too. When you talk about the Carolina Thunderbirds, a team you know very well, a team you played for, by far the biggest rival that you guys have. Things got chippy a couple of weeks ago to end the regular season. I can't wait for this. I can only imagine what it's going to be like to play in this series. What are you expecting out there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's always fun playing against those guys. Their building is electric. Our building's electric. There's that rivalry with how close we are, and we've got some players on our team that used to play in Carolina, so there's that aspect of it as well. And I just feel like all of the games against them are just hard-nosed, gritty games. So we're excited. It's a team we're familiar with. They're familiar with us, so it's going to be some hard-nosed hockey. I feel like both teams know each other fairly well, so we're just excited to get out there and get after it.
Things have been so even between y'all throughout this season. Unfortunately, they got the edge to end the regular season, so do have home ice advantage. The first game, though, here at the Civic Center, how big is that on Friday night for the fans to come out and start this series off with a 1-0 lead?
Yeah, in such a short series, that first game it's monumental. I mean, to be able to play in our building, have our fan support behind us, and the fans have been great all year. It's essentially like having an extra player on the ice for us, so we're really excited about that. And if we get the job done on Friday night, we put our backs against the wall going back to Carolina and put ourselves in a great opportunity to win the series and move forward. So that first game is so big, and being able to play it in our home barn almost feels like we have the edge right now going into the series.
And you got to travel this weekend, but as we were talking about before we came on here, you wouldn't mind going up there and ending their season on the road. That is always something a competitor loves to do, because they came down here and did a little damage a couple of weeks ago. What is the mindset like going into hostile territory? You know it's going to be rowdy up there in Winston-Salem.
Yeah, it's always rowdy when we go in there. There's a lot of hostility between us and their fans down there. That's what makes this league so great and the rivalry we have so great. It's always hostile out there. Expecting a little bit more pushback from their fans, especially if we go in there with a 1-0 lead and are playing our game and are up on them early. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be loud. It's going to be energetic, and I'm just excited for the opportunity there. And hopefully we can get the job done on the road there, win the series, and move on to the finals.
Yeah, rare spot in that best-of-3 series when you don't have home ice advantage, but you do get that first game at home. So if the River Dragons win Friday night, you guys can go up there Saturday and win the series. That would put you in the FPHL Finals. Really exciting time. So, Josh, before we let you go, what are the keys you would say? What should we be watching for this weekend on Friday night and say, hey, if these things happen, you guys feel like you have a pretty good chance to win?
Yeah, we're a very fast-paced hockey team. If we're playing together and we're playing the system, we've been working on a lot of stuff and how to utilize our speed to take advantage of the teams we're playing against. And Motor City plays a little bit of a different style than Carolina, but we've been using this week to touch up on some of the habits that Carolina has and how to exploit those, and some of the habits they have on the offensive side and how we can defend against those. So I think it's going to be a lot of fast-paced hockey. Playoffs are always physical. Our entire series with them this year has been very chippy and very physical, so you're going to see lots of hard hits, lots of fast hockey, and hopefully a lot of River Dragon goals. So,
hey,
yeah, as long as we do our job.
Looking forward to it. Hoping you guys can pull out the win, and we'll be there Friday night with live coverage ahead of this game. River Dragons and Thunderbirds going to be electric inside the Civic Center. Josh, thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.